We have nothing to talk about, so what do you want to do for the show?
I don't know.
We'll figure out something. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And we lie. lie.
I thought you rebelled.
I rebel. I was never a rebellious young child. I lied a lot, but I never rebelled. We have a whole bunch of stuff to cover. Some of it may have to do with what happened this weekend in San Diego. There's a small little thing that happened in San Diego this weekend. A few people showed up. It was mostly just industry people. There's no fans there.
No.
And
nothing really happened.
And I don't think anybody bought anything. At least for us. I'm a little upset about that. We did have some correspondence on the scene, but we'll get into all that for San Diego Comic-Con. But we actually wanted to start off the show by announcing we started a new partnership with an app via your phone called Stardust. Now, Stardust is downloadable in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. And what it is an app for you to give a 30-second quick reaction, review, whatever it is, of a movie or TV show that you wish to talk about. Most everybody that's on there right now does what's the new stuff that's out, Dunkirk, Game of Thrones, that kind of thing. But some people have been going back and kind of rewatching stuff and kind of getting refreshed on things, and you can share it via the app, and you get friends and you end up talking to each other, but then you can share it on both Facebook and Twitter. And so it's a really good opportunity for us to expand our brand, but also to give Stardust they're like a new they're a new app, they're a new group too, and so they're trying to expand their brand. So we tag team together and we're working to move forward.
Right. And so, what does that mean?
So, what we are asking is for you to go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, download the app, set up an account. It's completely free. The app's free. Setting up an account is free. All of it's free. Once you get everything set up, punch in, do a search for Pop Culture Cult, and we come up like the first one with this big shiny. Actually, it's a picture of the two of us. Actually, and like us first, and then go out and start searching other people. Look for Collider. Look for Schmoedown. Look for Late to the Party, and there's just
look for your friends.
Look for your friends too. Look, track them down, and then when you go see, like, we're gonna talk about Dunkirk in a second. We went and saw Dunkirk as soon as we got done. Like, we got out of the theater, got on Stardust, and did a quick little 30-second review about how awesome it was, and then got the chance to share it with everybody on Stardust, and then it linked to our Twitter and Facebook accounts. So please do that, and share when you get it on Facebook. You go to your Facebook where you actually post it on Facebook, the post itself. Go edit it. Tag at Stardust_app, which is their tag for their page, and then at Pop Culture Cult on Facebook, and let us know that you're interacting with us and doing these quick little reviews on whatever you're watching. Movies, TV shows, not reality shows. That shit's stupid. But if you watched Game of Thrones on Sunday and you were like, oh, I don't understand why, blah, blah, you want to talk about it for 30 seconds, you can get on there real quick and share it. But please tag us and tag Stardust, and we can all build the community together. Dun, dun, dun.
So download the app, like us first.
Like us first. Because we're cooler than everybody else. Right?
Right, because we're in partnership.
We're in partnership. Right. Because we like having partners. Multiple partners, but not that way.
Moving on.
Okay. So, quick little review. We didn't do a review because we went during the middle of the week, but we went and saw War for the Planet of the Apes. It's the third movie in the Apes trilogy. And what'd you think?
Well, so,
it was a week ago, so we're gonna be a little.
It was
fuzzy.
a week ago. It was last Tuesday. So as I said when we left the theater, I felt that my experience probably shadowed my reaction to the movie because I was sitting next to several small children who did not shut up through the entire movie, and we went to the movie theater that we go to a lot with our friends, and they have the recliner seats and everything, so we were like going there, but we had to sit in the back row, which we've never done before, and there's a wall, like a little half wall, and so for the first like third of the movie, I had no idea that there were subtitles to the apes signing. So so yeah,
I honestly think you should wait till you see it again before you give it a rating.
Yeah, I don't think I'll rate it, but I mean, I really liked the Apes movies. I liked this one. It's very interesting to me for these movies to kind of do the behind the scenes stuff, right? Because these are people
playing the apes,
the apes, and you know, there's some extreme close-ups on Caesar's face, and you're like, it's a monkey. It is a monkey. And the babies. So spoilers. There's a baby called Caesar, and I thought that Cornelius. Cornelius, the big ape Caesar. There's a baby called Cornelius. All the baby monkeys I thought were real monkeys, but they weren't. They were played by actors and actresses as well. So very cool.
Very, very, very well done. If you expect it to be a war movie, it's not a war movie. I leaned over about halfway through, and I said it was The Great Escape, the Monkey Edition.
Yeah, it is
what it was. I really liked this one. I don't know if it's at the same level as the other two. Maybe just a little bit under, but I also was kind of getting the residuals of the kids talking, and we had to sit up, just look over the wall. So our movie-going experience was kind of as tainting, I think, what the movie is.
You can't get immersed when all that other stuff is going
so
on.
I think maybe either going to see it again or wait until it comes out on DVD. We'll hold off judgment. It probably won't be in my top 10 because of some of the other stuff that we've talked about already, and then stuff that we're talking about in a second. But it's a really, really good movie, and unfortunately our experience was kind of tainted, and it had a huge drop off from week 1 to week 2. It's like 60% that it lost. So.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff out right now, and so that makes it difficult. I think that we talked about it on the way home. I think I want to buy all of them. I think that binge watching all 3 on a Sunday or
sitting
something.
together and watching them in a row, I think I think that would make sense.
And there's apparently a lot more Easter eggs than we were able to see on half the screen. So there's a lot of stuff in there. Blue Eyes is their son, their older son, and they called Charlton Heston Blue Eyes in the original,
right? And
then baby Cornelius, and so there's way more than that we probably missed. So
right. So it's probably a rewatch. It's definitely gonna be a rewatch for us, but probably hold off our judgment on it until we actually get that rewatch.
Yep.
We did, however, on Friday go see Dunkirk. We did a full review Saturday morning, and all the chaos at San Diego Comic-Con. Somehow we got this all in there. I'll tag it. I'll tag the review at the end of this video. Just the only thing I'm going to say, because I want you to actually go watch that review, and there's other things we want to talk about. The only thing I'm going to say is we both looked to see when the next showing was that night when we left. Like, we wanted to walk out of the theater and then walk right back in.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
It was that good.
Go see it in IMAX.
Go see it in IMAX. Spend the extra money. It's definitely worth it. In the yet-to-be unsponsored... Wait. The yet-to-be sponsored unsponsored sponsor. Let me start this again. And the yet to be sponsored, Schmoedown Match of the Week. We had 2 matches this last week in the Schmoedown. We had critically acclaimed and Only Stupid Answers. Critically acclaimed, kind of ran away with it. It's not really worth. Yeah. But the second match was on Friday. It was Mike Kalinowski versus Brittany Chandler. They call him the Killer. She's missed movies. He dressed up as Batman. She dressed up as Harley Quinn. He missed in the Inner Geekdom 5-way that he was in. He lost the match when he missed a question. What does Harley Quinn call the Joker in the movies? What does Harley Quinn call the Joker?
Yeah. What's her pet name?
What's her pet name for?
Yeah.
And he said like something really weird, like from the comics. It's from the comics, but it's the movie trivia Schmoedown. Yeah, but it's the movie trivia Schmoedown. So it's from the movie, and so she came out dressed as Harley and then handed him pudding.
Yep.
And
he handed out pudding at the end.
At the end, yeah. So, very, very, very good match.
Yeah.
There's been actually a rash of really good matches here lately, and this was a good one and went down to the last question.
Yep.
They were back and forth the whole way. Miss Movies actually spun the wheel and got Dance Movies, and she's been lobbying for a Dance Movies wedge on the wheel, and she got it.
She got it.
Just freaking... Was she been hanging out with Team Action? What the hell? And
she did struggle. I mean, I think she got them all, but she had to multiple choice
a couple of them, yeah. And but overall, a really good match. Definitely worth the watch. It's on Collider's page. Once you get done watching us, go watch that match. Skip the other one. It was also announced this week that the Schmoedown, what are they calling it? It's the team tournament. They're doing a 16-team bracket style college basketball tournament, and the winner of the tournament gets a title shot at Collider Collision at the end of the year. The reason I'm bringing this up is because our friends at Late to the Party are in. So they're gonna go back to LA, Burbank, and in a match, which is way awesome. I think they've got the 3rd or 4th highest total ever as a team, and they get critically acclaimed in their first round, who has Bibiani on the team, and Whitney Seibold. And Seibold is the 4th person to get all 8 questions right in the first round and get the bonus. The 2 others, Robert from Late to the Party, Tim from Late to the Party, and then Bibiani. So
it's gonna be a tough match.
It's Robert and Vanessa have got a really, really tough match on their hands. Now that I've seen the teams, they don't have them set up in the brackets and seating or anything like that. But after seeing them, I'm picking critically acclaimed to actually win the tournament.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I mean,
they're scary good. Good.
Yeah.
So good luck, guys. But if you're looking to sponsor 3 minutes on an internet show on YouTube, please contact us at the Pop Culture Cult Talks at gmail.com, and we will happily promote
put your name here.
Your name here somehow. All right. That was the show. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I think that maybe something happened in California this weekend, and it wasn't an earthquake.
Is it still there? So, okay. We're going to start off by saying we didn't fucking go to San Diego Comic-Con. We had correspondents on scene. Our friends Chris and Joe go every year. And so they took a bunch of pictures. And I put them in a collage, threw them together late last night when I was not quite sober or awake. And I will tag it at the end of this video too. But it was really nice of them to take photos and and we asked them to take photos of cosplayers. But I really wanted to look at all the advertising and the booths and stuff like that. And then at the end of the video, I put in all the movie posters and stuff that got released this weekend too.
Yep.
Fuck me. I don't have enough wall space for some of the stuff that came out this weekend. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to first announce that we're not going to cover everything that came across the board.
No, we don't have enough time.
We don't have enough time, and there's a lot of stuff that, I stayed home on Friday and hit refresh every 30 seconds on Facebook and Twitter, and I had the live stream from Marvel and IGN going, and IMD boat, and like trying to keep track of everything as much as I could. But there's just so much that happens that you just can't keep track of all of it. All the TV stuff, all the movie stuff, and oh, by the way, the comic book stuff. Oh yeah, it's a comic book convention.
Yes.
The two things, the comic book convention that we kind of caught that I thought was interesting was they're doing Venom, Spidey Gwen. It's what do they call him? Venom Gwen.
Venom Gwen.
Venom Gwen. Looks awesome, and Frank Miller's coming back, and he's gonna do Superman Year One, which is gonna be worth it because I think it would be really cool. And then
a little dark, right?
It was
Frank
super
Miller.
dark. And then a whole bunch of Star Wars books were announced, beyond what they did at Celebration.
Walking Dead is the comic book is
coming to an end. And then there was a ton of other like little panels and stuff that we wanted to go to, and then there was a bunch of like experiences that happened. There was the Walking Dead experience, there was the It VR experience, the Stranger Things VR experience, the Kingsman experience, hanging out at the bar. There was the Blade Runner 2049 experience that was going on.
There was
Kong.
Westworld.
The Westworld experience. There was all that stuff going on. And all the parties and all the it's just it's crazy. It's
Yes.
This is crazy and this is crazy and this is and I was watching the Collider guys this morning. We're gonna get to it, I swear. I watched the Collider guys this morning, and there's a lot of like, okay, we're here, welcome to Movie Talk.
Yeah.
We're here.
Screen Junkies was the same way this morning. They were doing their Game of Thrones review, and like their voices were cracking, and they were struggling too.
We were actually talking about it at dinner. When I did all the stuff for Celebration and live streaming everything and trying to keep everybody posted what's going on, I kind of got worn out with everything. And I love Star Wars, but it's only Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I, even today, 4 days into the whole process, I was at work today, and I was watching videos from San Diego Comic-Con to get caught up on all the stuff that I missed, but also because I wanted more information. I thought it was really cool, and it was just that having more stuff to cover has kind of got the fatigue part of it, I think, away from me. So
yeah.
So, all right. So here we go. Here's the stuff that we saw it. On Thursday, the day started off. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. Here's the Kingsman Golden Circle trailer. They did a Archer Kingsman crossover intro for the panel. It was super funny. They had a bottle of whiskey on the table for the panel. They were all having things, and then Channing Tatum poured a big pint glass full. I'm pretty sure it was tea.
I think it was too.
Whatever. But the trailer was really good.
For Halle Berry.
For Halle Berry. So I didn't say that. For Halle Berry. The trailer was really good. Kind of explains the story a lot more this time instead of just the action stuff of the first trailer. What'd you think of that one?
I love the trailer, but now I am done watching anything that has anything to do with Kingsman.
Yeah, that's
I just want to see the movie.
October.
Yeah, I just want to see the movie
now. Inhumans had a trailer. I did a full trailer reaction on it. It's actually on our page. That kind of was the story this time. Kind of how we got the whole, what we're gonna get. In the show, it's 8 episodes. First 2 are on IMAX, and then they're going to show the rest on ABC. So I'm a little
there's a lot of questions, right? Because because the quality isn't up there yet, and,
Right.
and they're gonna show it on IMAX, and having gone and just watched the movie in IMAX, it needs to be crystal clear, and just watching it on the small screens, a lot of folks are saying it's not.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
a lot of question about
We'll
how they're gonna pull that off.
We'll see. The show looks interesting to me. It's hard to do comic book stuff cheaply, like
yeah.
comic books sets and stuff like that, very cheaply.
And it can either, it can go bad quickly.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
the commercials and the trailers and stuff can look great, and then if the story's not there, it's not going to last.
Right.
So.
Exactly. They had a Legion panel. We love Legion.
Yes.
Oh my
If you haven't
God.
watched Legion, go watch it.
Go watch it.
I know it's weird, but it makes sense. It starts to make sense at the end.
It makes
trust me.
sense. There was no trailer for the panel, but there was a couple of things. They kind of hinted at Professor X, possibly. David is actually... I'm not going to put the spoiler thing up. Jesus Christ, this is the comics. David is Professor X's son in the comics, but they don't explain it in the
comics,
TV.
Yeah.
So, but they're expanding the series from 8 episodes to 10. That's it. No more, please.
Yeah.
The series is awesome. Small doses. David F. Sandberg confirmed with Kevin Smith on the boat for IMDb that he's going to direct Shazam. And this was before all the official announcements had come out that they're actually going to do Shazam.
Yep.
He's just like casually talking, and Kevin's like, I heard this rumor, and he's like, oh yeah, it's true. And they went on. I was like, but he was pushing for Annabelle creation, so he's a horror guy doing Shazam. So Shazam. That's kind of interesting. Pacific Rim had a teaser trailer.
Yes, teaser trailer. It looked good. What we got.
It was a propaganda film. Is
Well,
what it was.
Yeah.
It was John Boyega pretty much voice-overing and telling people to join the uprising.
Yep.
And you got to see the Jaegers, but it had nothing. They showed no film footage. At all.
Well, they've only just started, right? They just started. Filming.
The principal photography is done, but all the
Okay.
reshoots and all the special effects and stuff like that aren't done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that looked really cool. Like,
Yeah.
The
The
really,
Jaegers look good.
yeah, they've updated the Jaegers,
Yeah.
which they had to kind of do. I'm not gonna say they were robot-y in movement, but they were definitely lumbering kind of movement.
Well, if it takes up from where the last one left off, there aren't any left.
Right.
So they've got to make new ones. Apparently,
so,
for whatever the new thing is, they've got to go after. So, yeah.
Godzilla. I'm telling you,
Maybe.
I want to see Pacific Rim, Godzilla, King Kong versus the kaiju. I just want to see it. Just do it. Fucking do it. They'll do it as a comic. They have to do it as a comic. Stargate's getting a new show. It's called Origins.
Why?
Timing? Haven't we kind of killed that bird and it's been no time and stuff? Although Stargate fans are like Doctor Who fans and
All right, good for them. You get a no show. Go you.
Star Trek fans are the same thing. And then Thursday ended with this trailer of Will Smith and an orc in a cop car in Los Angeles.
And Will Smith is racist.
And
is alien. Wait, is
that's alienist.
orcist? But they're not alien. It's fantasyist.
I don't know.
Because there's fairies and orcs and
elves
and
so the story is, what if orcs and elves and all that were part of the everyday life of the world.
Yeah.
So think Training Day with World of Warcraft characters.
Yeah.
And so, they're driving around in Compton, freaking driving a cop car. I'm spitting all over myself. I'm so excited. But simple effects.
Yeah, nothing.
Makeup.
Yeah.
And that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like super awesome. I was like, and it's gonna be on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, you get to see it for free.
It's a Netflix movie,
right?
Not a series.
Not a series.
I thought it was a series at first, and then
there's a lot of this going around with the Netflix stuff. people put it together. Netflix buys it and they put it on. So
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Friday started with the Fear of the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. We get a full trailer for the Fear of the Walking Dead. It's all about them trying to get water.
Because they're in like Mexico,
right?
Southern California. And
we did a trailer reaction for The Walking Dead itself. For that one twice.
You got your shitting pants on.
I get your shitting pants on. If I hear Negan in the dark say you have your shitting pants on, I do now. Just saying. Both those panels were kind of, I won't say uneventful, but nothing really, no big news came out of it or anything like that. Just the trailers.
Right.
Todd McFarlane, again on the IMDb boat with Kevin Smith, announced that he is teaming up with Blumhouse, and they're going to make the Spawn movie. He is going to help write it. Actually, it is actually written. They're going to go do some treatments to it and kind of organize it a little bit better starting this week. And Todd McFarlane is going to direct it.
Yep.
And I went, really? Todd McFarlane? Well, he has an Emmy for doing music videos. He's actually directed music videos and stuff in the past. So, and he's a super creative guy, so I like it. But with Blumhouse, they were kind of talking it's going to be like a $50 to $60 million budget, not super big. So, kind of think Split, Unbreakable, that kind of size movie with very much practical stuff. The story of Spawn, and then the big reveal at the end.
Yeah, big practical effects or CGI or whatever at the end.
So I'm really looking forward to that. The original Spawn movie is terrible. Stan Lee was on site. That's all we need to say. With everything that's going on in his life in the last couple of weeks and stuff, he's still traveling and still doing stuff at 93. Although, he had to take a helicopter ride from LA. But it was awesome. We're going to skip that one. The Game of Thrones panel, we had a 1-minute trailer. Hodor was the moderator. He walks out, the crowd went crazy, and he kind of said, y'all missed me, didn't you? And
you were tired of hearing Hodor all the time until it was gone. And now you miss me.
Yeah. But nothing really groundbreaking out of that panel. But the trailer was kind of interesting. A minute tells us everything. We know nothing.
Right. In typical Game of the Thrones style.
Right. Although the guy who plays Ramsay was on site on Friday promoting Inhumans. I just was waiting for him to show up and just kind of like walk over on a stage, and wave, food. And then just walk off. I would love to have seen that. They did a trailer, and I did a trailer reaction for this new show from History Channel called Nightfall. It's Crusader era, looking for the Holy Grail.
It looks good, especially for History Channel, because some of their stuff in recent years has, while factual, has not been super. It just didn't. It wasn't very.
Doesn't
polished.
Look right. Yeah.
And so this looked really, really polished.
Yeah.
And hopefully, because of History Channel, it's still factual. You can learn things from movies.
It looks like Crusader era Vikings, like the show Vikings, right? And so it's gonna be a plot stuff that's not really historically accurate, but it's a historical fiction TV show is what it's gonna be about. So I'm really interested in that.
Yep.
We've talked about this a million times. We're huge Con Men, the series fans. We've paid the money to get it a couple of different times. We spent time with PJ, who's one of the showrunners for the show, at Phoenix Comic Con. Him and Alan Tudyk were here promoting it. They had a panel at San Diego, and they announced that the show is going to Sci-Fi in September. And
we knew a little bit of that.
We got some of that
from PJ.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're super excited. We weren't aware it was Sci-Fi, but we knew that things were moving.
Right.
And so we're very excited because all you got to have is cable to get.
Right. And it
Sci-fi.
looks like I watched the trailer today. They did a big welcome to sci-fi trailer from Con Man, and it's everything from the first 2 seasons in this 2-minute trailer. So it looks like they're going to show the first 2 seasons.
Oh, okay,
And then do the 3rd season.
That's good, because unless you've paid for them, you're not going to have any idea. You're not going to get it.
You're not going to get it. But it's got Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion and Casper Von D, Sean Astin, Will Wheaton,
tons and tons.
Lou Ferrigno, Trisha Helfer, Nolan North. Everybody's on this show.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious. And it's just about the con culture, but it's also about this guy dealing with the best show he was ever on, was called Spectrum, which is about space
Firefly.
about space cowboys.
It got canceled before its time.
Before its time. It's
Firefly.
It's really good. Go watch Con Man. Wait till September and get it for free with your cable. Go watch Con Man. I will continue to pump that because good stuff needs to get followed. But they did a musical number. You have to watch the 2nd season to understand, but they did a musical number. And
of Mice and Men.
Yeah. And PJ was holding this life-size version of Nathan Fillion on the stage because Nathan couldn't be there this weekend. And so they're sitting up there, the panel's all sitting there, and there's PJ sitting there with Nathan and kind of being his voice, and it was just, it was awesome. Defenders fucked with me. Netflix's Defenders put out a trailer on Thursday, and it was this kind of collage of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, all stuff that we've already seen, but it's Stan Lee in an SUV kind of driving through, and he would look out the window and it'd be a scene from whatever show. and so it was cool, and then the Punisher showed up at the end. And I was like, this is cool, but there's nothing really new.
Right.
I was like, and I actually even said, I was like, I was going to do a review, but it didn't really matter. So then, Friday night, during the Defenders panel, they showed a 2.5-minute trailer. Showing, everything that's going on, and Sigourney Weaver being the big bad, and it just looks, it's like from the show. It's not like there's some tease or whatever.
Yeah, no, it looked good.
It looks really good.
Yep, I can't wait. I'm ready.
I want to get into it too much because you have to watch all the other ones to kind of understand where they're at. But the trailer is pretty much about them trying to come together as a team, is what it looks like. And they showed the other thing that came out of that panel is they showed the very first episode
to the people in the panel.
And people in the panel.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then we got one other trailer on Friday, and that was The Gifted. It still looks like Heroes. It's going to be on Fox. Now we're to Saturday. Saturday I called Trailer Day. I'm not kidding. All the trailers that already happened was nothing compared to what happened Saturday.
Yep.
We're going to start with Stranger Things. Will is in the Upside Down. Okay, wait. I'm so excited. Stranger Things Season 2 is coming Halloween week, the 27th of October. Yeah. And they showed this new trailer, and it's awesome.
It's very awesome.
We did a full trailer reaction to it. It's on the page. But yeah, I'm trying to get away from the trailers that we have already done reviews to, but it's hard not to talk about Stranger Things. I have all the boys in 11.
I will just say, if you lived through the 80s, you'll love it.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Arrow.
You ready? All right. The only other thing that came out of that panel was Shannon Purser, who plays Barb in season 1, showed up and asked a question to the panel, "Are we gonna get justice for Barb?" She just showed up. It was awesome. She's on Riverdale now, so it was cool that she was able to come in. So Arrow had a panel and a trailer. Their trailer was mostly highlights from last year.
They're not showing anything.
Didn't really show anything other than Slade and Oliver being friendly with each other. It's gonna go bad. Flash, the trailer, and they had a trailer and panel. That trailer was pretty much trying to get Barry back from the Speed Force.
Yeah.
There was a lot more in that trailer than the Arrow trailer, but still, we'll see. Legends of Tomorrow had a trailer. That one was all about trying to fix time.
Yeah, because the doctor messed it up in the end of the last season.
They totally screwed up time. It's so bad. We got a Star Trek Discovery trailer. More of telling the story. Again, a story trailer. It looks pretty cool.
Still not paying for the service.
We're Star Trek fans. But I can't justify another service for one show.
Yeah.
We're already getting rid of one because they moved that show to Sci-Fi. And you can figure that out. In the morning, we had the Warner Brothers panel on Saturday morning. They had Ready Player One, we'll get into in a minute, DC, and Blade Runner 2049. Now, there's nothing new for 2049, Blade Runner 2049, because it's coming out pretty soon. Everything's kind of out. They did a full panel. Harrison Ford is awkward no matter what you do. And Denis Villeneuve is awesome. He's the director. I can't wait for him to do Dune.
Yes.
So, Ready Player One, we got to see the trailer. I had a little hissy fit trying to do the trailer reaction. What did you think? I've broken it down like 6 times to her.
Yes. So I have not read the book. I know. I thought it looked interesting. Again, if you grew up in the 80s, I guess, lots and lots of Easter eggs, pop culture references. I don't know a whole lot. He's told me a little bit about the story. It looks interesting.
I'll send you the link to the book so you can listen to it at work. But first part of the trailer, oh my god, it's the book. The second part of the trailer, oh my god, it's the book. The middle part, I have questions. And I know that they're not going to be able to get all the properties that are mentioned in the book into the movie. It's just not possible. So everybody freaking out that they don't have all the stuff from the book in the movie, it's okay. It was never going to happen.
And now you get to understand my anguish over Stephen King books being made into movies.
The best Stephen King book is Stranger Things.
Stephen King didn't even write.
That's true. And then they had the big DC panel. Now there was the announcement stuff that they did, and then they had the Justice League come out. They also had Aquaman footage, but we didn't get to see any of it because it's still really new. Jason Momoa running into the Hall H with a trident and then jumping on stage and playing it like a bass guitar. That dude has life figured the fuck out.
Right. Well, he's married to Lisa Bonet, and he's hot, and she's hot, and he's having fun, and he's got cute little kids.
And he lives this bohemian lifestyle when he's away from being a movie star.
Yeah.
He's just throwing axes and drinking beer and playing a freaking trident guitar. It's just... I have a little bit of a man crush on... Well, it's kind of hard not to... Okay. It's not hard to... Yeah. So the announcements... they officially announced all of their movies until 2020, I believe. I think it's to 2020. They're doing Justice League, Avi. They're doing Wonder Woman 2, Avi. They're doing Suicide Squad 2, not so Avi.
Interesting.
Interesting, but it made $1 gazillion, so...
All right.
As long as they don't let a music video company edit it after 5 edits or whatever. The Batman movie, we all know that's happening. Matt Reeves is in. Ben Affleck told everybody to kind of suck it. I'm going to be Batman until it's time for me not to be Batman. Aquaman, which we talked about. They're doing Justice League Dark. That actually starts filming at the end of the year, so that'll be coming out next year. I'm a little interested to see how that happens. They are doing the Green Lantern Corps. Kind of interested to see how they all do that. Shazam, we talked about earlier. Batgirl, we already knew was going to happen with Joss Whedon as the director. Once he gets done finishing Justice League, he'll be working on that. And then they announced the Flash movie. Now, we've talked a lot about how screwed up the DC universe is and how bad the Batman scenario has been, and Flash has been off the rails. Like 5 directors and 4 rewrites and 17, but Ezra Miller is still there. He's like he was in cosplay the whole weekend, so he's like, This is cool. I'm up here with the cool kids. Look at me. But the big thing of all of that came out was Flash is going to be Flashpoint. So, and it's in the middle of this slate of movies.
Right. So everything that happens up until that point can be washed away as they choose.
Current rumor. The guy who plays Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, is Bruce Wayne's dad in the beginning of Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
In one of the versions of Flashpoint, Bruce dies and his dad becomes Batman. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has said, I will do it.
Will he be dumb not to?
So let's discuss the Winchester's dad as... Sorry, little geek moment, but that would be a really interesting kind of spin. We're also talking about the Batman movie's going to be a noir, having Ben Affleck stay on, but be the old version and doing these memories of him as a younger guy. Yeah. You can't... I love Ben as Batman. He's great as Bruce Wayne. He's great as Batman. But he can't... He's going to be a 50-year-old Batman going forward, and they're trying to go younger with all of this stuff. Yep. You're not going to do the Green Lantern Corps and Shazam and Batgirl and all that stuff with an old Batman. Yeah. So they're going to have to do something at some point in time. So, and then we got the Justice League trailer. I did a trailer reaction to it. What did you think?
I thought it looked good. It was a little more than we have seen previously. A lot more Wonder Woman. And I wasn't aware...
She's so hot right now.
She is hot right now. Which we knew. We knew that they had gone back and done some reshoots, adding more of her in there.
Yep.
However, I was not aware that they were going back to her island.
Right.
There's a couple scenes back in the island, and I wasn't aware they were doing that. So I don't know if that's one of the new parts or...
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go back, because everybody after Wonder Woman said we want to spend time on that island. So I wouldn't be surprised. So I would like to thank John Schnepp from Collider Heroes. So the box on the island that shakes, and then there's like this teleport tube. So the box is called a mother box. And then the tube is called a boom tube. It's actually from the comics. All that's from the comics.
Okay.
And the bad guy who comes down through the boom tube is called Steppenwolf, and he's like a demigod, right?
Right.
And
not the band.
Well, it'd be cool if they played Steppenwolf while Steppenwolf's coming down. But he's the big bad, and he's a demigod, kind of like Ares. Well, Ares is just a full-on god. But that box, there's multiple of those mother boxes throughout the world.
Oh, okay.
And if you watch the other trailer, when they're working on Cyborg and it's just him and like his head and the skeleton or whatever, and the box starts lighting up and doing whatever, that's a mother box too, and it attaches itself to Cyborg to Cyborg, and that's how he becomes Cyborg, is the technology from the mother box.
Okay.
So, and then Steppenwolf brings on... I want to keep calling it Dementors. I know that's not what they're called, but the flying fairy things that Jason Momoa kills and then surfs down through a building. And
right.
So yeah. So looks really good. And the most important thing is at the end of the trailer, Alfred's working on something. They Jurassic Parked his whiskey.
Yep.
Boom. And he looks up and he says,
it's about time you got here, or something like that.
I hope it's not too late.
Yeah.
I hope it's not too late.
It's Superman.
We all know it's Superman, but Jesus Christ. And then to finish out Saturday, we still have Sunday. Jesus Christ. Finish out Saturday was the Marvel panel. They did a Black Panther panel, and they showed the trailer. Nobody in the hall had seen anything from Black Panther, or at least this trailer, including the cast. They got a standing ovation at the end. which is pretty cool. That's all over the internet. There was the Thor Ragnarok full new trailer, story trailer, which we did a trailer reaction to. Fucking that's not even the coolest thing from Thor Ragnarok. We did not get the Infinity War trailer.
Yeah.
I'm going to start.
Rumor is soon. I heard today soon. I don't know what that means. So, maybe.
I've seen clips of
snuck out
like a guy
video.
sitting in the front row going, no, not recording. But everybody's saying it's amazing. Infinity War. That's not even the coolest stuff that came out of the Marvel panel. They did concept art for Captain Marvel. It's going to be in the 90s, and Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it. He's going to have both eyes. So Fury's going to have both eyes. And then they showed Ant-Man versus the Wasp. They announced Michelle Pfeiffer's going to be in it as Hank Pym's wife, Von whatever. And then there was a picture of going around of it was just but the posters for Infinity War and Thor are amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just the Infinity War one actually came out in 3 panels, and then they finally they're supposed to be together, and at the panel they showed them all together, and it's unreal. And then somebody took the Thor Ragnarok one and put Jeff Goldblum's face on everybody's face.
On everybody. Starring Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my God.
Jeff Goldblum.
I'm ready for all of that to get here. Sunday was kind of a light day. There was 2 big panels we were worried about. Supernatural, nothing really new came out of that other than Kansas opened the panel. Like the band Kansas was there playing. And then the Doctor Who panel, which kind of finished everything out. They did a big tribute to Peter Capaldi.
Yep.
He got a standing ovation. We got a trailer for the Christmas episode. Bill is in the trailer, so that's not, and we might get 2 regenerations in that episode with the Dr. 1 and Dr. 12. And Jodie wasn't there, which is probably a good choice because it's all about Peter leaving and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was a really
She'll
good.
have her time over the next couple years.
The best thing that come out of the whole weekend from the Doctor Who side was Stephen Moffat, who's also leaving, and Peter Capaldi were with Kevin Smith. Peter said, "I haven't sworn in 4 years." Kevin's like, "Please do it here on the boats right now, please." And Moffat cut him off. As soon as Jodie shows up on screen, you can start cussing all you want. It's like, that's awesome. So anything from just crazy, just like I said, there was a lot of stuff. So overall, pretty cool. All the stuff that came out of San Diego.
Yes, I'm full.
It's not included. Hot
feels like
toys.
We spent a lot of time in this room over the last 2 days.
There might have been a lot of running back and forth. I got my computer. It's a trailer. We can get into the fucking toys and the Hot Toys and Hasbro and all that stuff. So, but we could try to maybe go next year, even if it's for a day, and go do the experiences around there, that kind of thing. Since we know some people, they kind of give us tips and stuff on what's going on. Not to be in Hall H line.
No.
Not even worth it.
I'm not cosplaying a homeless person.
No. Again, we like to thank Chris and Joe for taking all those photos and letting us know everything that was going on. That's it. What do you guys think? It was a long episode, but we had a lot of stuff to kind of go over. We'll have nothing to talk about next week.
Right.
So what do you guys think of Comic-Con this year? Did you like what you saw? Trailers, all the information, all the news and everything? Let us know. Please like this video. Leave us a comment on what you thought was really awesome from Comic-Con. And go watch some of the trailer reactions and stuff that we did. Letting us know how that all kind of worked out too. You can also get a hold of us on Facebook. We're at the Pop Culture Cult. We're Pop Culture Cult 1 on Instagram. And we're at Pop_Cult 1 on Twitter. Look, I wrote it down. I did it right this time. Please like and subscribe to all of our pages. And go to the Apple, Google Play stores, whatever your mobile device is. Download the Stardust app. I'm going to get it out. I'm getting tired. Download the Stardust app. Set up your profile. Like us first. And then start sharing your thoughts on movies and TV shows. Please do that. Help us expand the brand for both companies. And for, I think, at least a couple of days, good night now.